Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Sahib. This right here is Nabil. You guys already know that, I'm sure. But we all have always introduced ourselves at the beginning of every episode. We're back for episode, what is this, 4?
Episode
3 or 4? 4 now for the preseason.
Started well.
Yeah, absolutely. The season's only a couple of days away now to start.
It is, yes.
Thursday night. The season will be getting underway.
At the SCG.
At the SCG. It's going to be a very interesting game between the Swans and the Blues. And we're excited for that, obviously. We're excited for footy in general to start.
Cannot wait.
A long summer, to say the least.
Yeah, it is a long time between the end of the season and the start of the season.
Especially if your team hasn't performed the whole season before.
You get an extra month off in September.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As always, a big shout out and a big thank you to everybody for supporting, for sharing.
Like, share, subscribe. Bang,
you heard
bang,
the man.
Bang.
Absolutely. Let's get underway.
Let's do it.
What are we doing this week?
First team we're going to kick off with is the Gold Coast.
Before we kick off with the team, do we want to tell everybody what we're doing?
Oh yes. No, they know what we're up to. They know what we're up to.
We're continuing.
We're doing some
season previews of most teams.
Most teams now.
Absolutely. We got through the top half of last year's ladder.
So this is sort of the bottom 8-ish.
Yeah, ish. Yep. Right. Absolutely. And where do we want to start?
We want to start with We Are the Sons of the Gold Coast Sky.
Yes, sir.
So the Gold Coast Suns.
Yes.
They
Talk to me about
won
that.
a final last year.
Their first in their history.
First in their history.
Yep.
Incredible. They recruited really well. Petrarca
very well.
Jamara, which I think is going to be the recruit of the year. Talk to me about the Gold Coast Suns.
I think they took the step that they needed to take last year. I think they played well through the season. Bit of hiccups here and there, but it wasn't too bad. Damien Hardwick is doing whatever magic he does.
Gun coach.
And he's absolutely setting that club and that team to head in the right direction. They made it to a final last year, and not even like scraping in. They comfortably made the 8.
They beat FREO in Perth.
That's
a tough trip.
Ironically, it was an inaugural Sun, David Swallow, who kicked that winning point, which turned out to be not a goal, to help them with the win. And they played pretty well, and with the inclusions they have this year with Petrarca, Hugo Hagen, Ben King up forward. That midfield is very scary now. There's a Brownlow medalist in that midfield now, and Noah Anderson
could have been a Brownlow medalist.
Absolutely. Jared Witts is still a very reliable ruckman. And I don't actually see...
No, then they've got these players like Ethan Reid and Jed Walter that can take the next step.
Absolutely.
They've just got so much depth, so much
Dan
talent.
Rioli and John Noble
stars,
off the back half line. Gold Coast, I can almost say now, are a complete team.
No, they're great.
They weren't even lacking...
They've just recruited. We talked about him. They've recruited Christian Petrarca, one of the best midfielders in the competition.
Norm Smith medalist, premiership player from Melbourne, and I think they're looking like a very scary team to play against and to come up against. So, Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, where they
probably
finish?
Top 4.
Top 4, yeah.
I'm going to give them 4th position.
I'm going to give them 1st position.
Damn.
The Gold Coast Suns are going to be the minor premiers.
Nabil said it here first. Y'all heard it.
I'm sold.
Gold Coast are finishing
Gold
first.
Coast stocks. They're finishing first.
In an abundance.
Lovely. They could go unbeaten all season.
Fair. I can't know about all that. That's a lot of faith, but fair enough. Gold Coast are finishing first. Now,
next team.
The team that lost that final to them, FREO Dockers, the FREO frauds. Well, you call them frauds for almost a year now, and I ain't changing that shit because we all thought they played the Doggies in the last round of last year and they won. They made it through to the finals and they absolutely turned that finals into a shit show for themselves.
They did.
Talk to us about the FREO.
Yeah, so FREO, another team they should be on the way up. They've got all the right tools. Patrick Voss up forward.
Yeah.
Francie
Pony. Talk to me.
He's a big man. And he's a fit and firing man.
He absolutely
Their midfield in Brayshaw and Sarong finally singing, and it sounds wonderful.
Luke Jackson in there.
Luke Jackson
might just be the most unplayable player, a big key player. Luke Jackson.
Shai Bolton, he just needs to get going. He's a state of origin. I felt like if he plays the way he did at State of Origin consistently, FREO he can cause headaches.
You reckon he can finish in the top 5 of the best and fairest?
I don't think he's ever going to be in the top 5 best. He can win you games.
He's a very flashy player, just not a consistently. Okay, fair
but
enough.
if he is, he's going to cause a lot of problems.
Absolutely.
Down back, one of my favourite players in the competition, Alex Pearce.
The captain.
Tasmanian.
You love the Tasmanian boys, don't you? Yeah, absolutely.
So shout out Alex Pearce. Big fan.
Absolutely. Where do you think the Dockers are going to finish this year?
With the Dockers, if they finish outside the 8, I'll tell you now, Justin Longmuir in trouble.
So, even if they finish 9th and 10th, which are technically playing spots.
I think there'll be a lot of question marks around him.
Okay.
And I think
because they just scraped in last year as well.
I think they will finish 11th.
I have FREO nosediving into the ground. Ooh. I think FREO are going to finish outside the 10.
Okay, so neither of us have them in the
13th or 14th. Yeah,
neither of us have them in the 8.
I've been calling them frauds for a very long time.
So you think they're going to take a backward step?
Absolutely. I think they'll fall backwards. They won't even take a backward step. Backward step is intentional.
Yeah, you'll say
they're falling backwards. Sorry.
Damn.
Absolutely. So I think FREO are going to finish 13th.
Yeah, I don't have them finishing.
I've been calling them frauds for a year, and ain't shit changing about that. They're still frauds. Absolutely. Now the team that didn't make the 8 last year.
Yes.
Which was the Bulldogs that lost that last game of the round.
We've got a nickname for the Bulldogs as well.
The Percentage Farmers. The Percentage Farmers. The Flat Track Bullies, we call them.
Yes, absolutely.
What do we have to talk? I have zero faith in
the Bulldogs. They've got Sam Darcy, who's going to be anything.
Just about the only thing they got going for them.
The Bonds. So they've got the stars. They've got the weapons up forward. They've got the weapons in the midfield.
I have a big problem with the Doggies.
Tell me.
Their defense.
Their defense, has been a problem. Yeah, it has been a problem. Yeah.
Their defense is.
Rory Love is not a defender.
Brother, you know the bead curtains they have in front of doors? That's about the work that their defense is doing. The ones that you just push aside like this to walk through doors. That's about the work.
It's supposed to be the door, yeah?
That's literally supposed to be the door. Yeah, that's exactly what the Doggies' defense is looking like. But you're saying something about Libba.
Yeah, Libba could be anything. Now, Libba's a great player. He had a really good year last year.
Very stiff to Mr. All-Australian.
Should have been All-Australian. So he can take his game again to another level, maybe. But even if he doesn't, he can sorely cause trouble.
So the defence is in shambles.
The defence is in shambles, but Sam Darcy, I'm going to pose a question.
You want to talk about Sam Darcy?
Can he be an 80-plus goal kicker? Can he kick 80-plus?
I think he was on track last year if he didn't get injured, to be honest. I think he can, to be honest with you.
So 3 figures then, maybe, or just 80-plus?
No, we'll just say 80-plus for now. He's a bit young, a bit inexperienced. Amazing player, don't get me wrong, for his age and for his capabilities. But I think if he stays injury-free and he stays consistent, I think definitely he'll get close to 3-figure goals for the year. And if he plays as a pure forward.
Okay, and I think they will. I think they'll do that.
Yeah,
I think Bevo does weird things. He plays him in the replay, him in the ruck.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's the one player I would not want to play in the ruck at the moment, because the way the ruck rules have changed and the whole jumping into each other with your knees up and all that bullshit, you do not want to put the risk on Sam Darcy. Tim English is a great ruckman anyway. Yeah, he does an amazing job.
Former Australian ruckman too.
Exactly. Chuck Aaron Norton in there for all I care. Sam Darcy is not to be bubble wrapped, but he's not to be thrown in the harm's way. So I think he can kick 80-plus goals,
fair call.
Especially if that service coming out of the midfield is great. Their midfield, like you mentioned, Ed Richards, Bontempelli, Bailey Dale, Libba. There's a lot of guns in there, so they can play very,
Adam
very...
Treloar too.
We keep forgetting about Adam Treloar because, unfortunately, he's also very injury-prone as well. But when he was All-Australian 2 years ago, so it's not... Like, he's a very good player.
I'll tell you something about Adam Treloar.
What's up?
Former Dandenong boy. No,
he is.
Dandenong, South East.
From our ends, he's absolutely is.
Shout out Adam Treloar.
He played for the same junior football club that I played for as a kid. Noble Park Bulls, I said. So Adam Treloar's another one, you're right. I forgot about him. So they have a stacked midfield. They have forward line, there's nothing short of great. The defence, I'm very much worried about.
The bees in front of the door.
But if there's anything you're going to take away from the Bulldogs...
I'm just going to read some names off here.
Okay.
Lockie Bramble, Connor Budarak, Ryan Gardner, Burka Kamas, Jed Buslinger, and Rory Lobb. They're all Bulldogs defenders.
Yep.
And also James O'Donnell.
Yes.
Now, James O'Donnell's dad, his last name is because his dad played cricket for Australia.
Oh, interesting.
But none of those names, if I'm a key forward, none of those names scare me in the slightest.
Not one bit. And especially, like, Rory Lobb is, I'd say, their, like, key back that they're, using down there. Yeah. And they've kind of turned him into a makeshift key back. Because he's a ruckman, they play him forward. They've tried him everywhere.
They have.
And now they've kind of gone, defense is your place, buddy. Stay down there. James O'Donnell, I think he has a lot of potential. He's a very good defender, very good player in general, but a very good defender as well. So I actually think between him and Lobb, they need to figure out what they need to do. I think Boo Karmas needs to...
He's not the worst defender either, Boo Karmas.
And that's why I think he needs to stay down back as almost that third tall. I don't think he can play a lockdown, role. But I think the three of them together, because they didn't do shit in the trade period. They haven't tried to recruit.
So they're trusting these players to take the next step.
Exactly. So if that's the case, I'd say defense always needs consistency.
It does.
So you need the same players playing together, so their chemistry is good and they're able to just flow in and out of.
And the Bulldogs have lacked that for.
They've lacked the players and they've lacked the consistency. Yeah. So I agree.
On that note, where do they finish?
The Bulldogs, I say 10th.
10th.
Yep.
I'm going to have them in the 8th. I'm going to have them.
In the 8th. Fair enough. Let's talk about a team now that didn't feature in the finals last year. And I'd almost say if this playing round situation existed last year, they probably could have made it the way they were going towards the end of the season. Sydney Swans.
Cheer, the red and the white.
Yes. What are our thoughts on the Bloods?
They're going to be a very, very dominant team this year. Yes. They've got that fit Heaney, Goulden, Warner.
Yep.
Delivering the ball to Charlie Curnow. They're going to be problems. Their backline, I think, is still in a little bit of question marks around their backline.
Yeah,
Tom McCartan, though, when he's fit, is pretty solid.
Yep.
Blakey's also pretty good down back there.
Yep.
So I guess the real question is how good can this Swans team go? Their forward line is pretty... Like, you got Charlie there.
Logan McDonald, Joel Hardy. Yep.
Hot and cold.
Yep.
But otherwise, their midfield, you got Rowbottom there, that defensive midfielder.
Callum Mills.
Mills has been, again, he's probably been out of form for a couple of seasons with injury and whatnot.
Yeah.
But at his best, he's a gun midfielder, Callum Mills. People forget how good he is.
110%. And he's just been struggling a lot with injuries and, like, inconsistency with form coming back from injury.
Yeah.
So,
he's playing more on the half-back line.
Than in the midfield. Well, their midfield is stacked, to be honest. Like,
Mills is normally, like, at his best, he's good enough to sit alongside those players.
I agree. And I think this year, with all of them fit and firing together, he'll probably play there, and that Sydney team will look very scary. There's one guy I want to mention about their defense. You said something about their defense. Lewis Melican.
Yeah.
Now, he's kind of been almost partnered up with Tom McCartan to play that second tall. And he's a key defender, 195. He's pretty solid. When he wasn't injured last year, he actually helped Sydney a lot. Do you think Tom McCartan and him can hold down that Sydney defence?
No. I think their defence is the one part they've got question marks about.
Yep.
And Lewis Melican is not a... Maybe he does not getting the flowers he deserves. But I don't think he's going to scare too many defenders. McCartan will.
Okay. Do you think one of those key forwards, which is a bit too late for that now, this close to the start of the season, but Amadi, McDonald, McInerney, Charlie Curnow, or turn one of them into defenders?
That might be a move.
If that was a possibility, obviously. Do you think they should have done that?
Probably, but none of those are. None
enticing
of them are defenders. None of them are. They're all natural stay-at-home key forwards.
Key forwards, yep.
Marty kicked 90 in a game against Adelaide a couple of seasons.
Yeah, last year or the year before that. Yeah.
So he's a forward. Charlie's a forward.
Yep.
McDonald's always been a forward.
How many goals is Charlie kicking on Thursday?
He's kicking absolutely zero. He's gonna, you know what's going to
happen? I had to poke at that.
At the end of the game, Jacob Wiedering is going to go, here's my phone.
Here's my keys.
Here's my keys. And he's going to go, what is this? Here's Charlie Curnow. Thanks very much.
I like that. I like that very much.
He's going on a unit. Charlie Kerner's going out of his back pocket. There's
That's
Charlie
crazy.
Kerner.
That is crazy.
That's Charlie Kerner. That's exactly what he's going to do.
You all heard it here first, and the bill said Charlie Kerner is just going to get pulled out of a back pocket and put on the shelf.
This back pocket, not even front pocket. Back pocket.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Charlie.
Fair enough.
Just think Leaders is a star.
Where is Sydney finishing?
I'm going to have him finishing 6th. No,
6th?
5th or 6th. Oh, no. Yeah, 5th. Let's go 5th. We'll give him 5th.
Fair enough. I'm having them finish first.
First? Okay.
Sydney are skyrocketing straight to the top. Don't forget, they played in the grand final in 24. They just had a really shit season last year because of injuries and getting hampered by them. So I think there's no reason why they can't go back to the top. So I reckon Sydney will finish first. The next team on the list, and this is probably one with a few.
Oh, I hate this team. I hate this team. I hate this football club. With an absolute passion.
Tell me
the
why.
St Kilda Football Club. I don't like them at all.
Because they've hijacked a couple of your players.
And raided the Carlton Football Club.
They've used your team
Fair
as a
play.
shopping centre.
They did. And they bought out and they dined out and they ate out.
I mean, technically they really didn't. The players chose to go there. Oh, yeah, in terms of money, absolutely. I've been saying St Kilda have an unlimited AMX card or black card or American Express, whatever you want to call it. That shit does not have a limit on it because, apparently they're just throwing 7-figure deals at everybody. We're talking about Geelong throwing farms at everybody. St Kilda just throwing money at everybody. They said, buy a farm, buy a penthouse, do whatever the hell you want. What do we think about St Kilda's season?
Look,
all the recruitment stuff.
I'll be honest, I've watched their 2 practice games. I don't know. I haven't even watched both of Carlton's practice matches, and I've watched more footage of St Kilda's practice matches. And their recruits are looking good. They are looking very, very scary.
They are.
Messiah had 28 and 4 last week.
Winghanger had 41.
They are
Flanders
looking,
had 39.
They are looking really, really scary.
Yep.
St Kilda.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong about
that. They might cause problems.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
I mean, I don't want them to finish in the 8th. I'd love it for St Kilda to finish 15th.
Jack Sinclair.
Yeah.
Tom DeConing had a good game. Mitch always had a good play.
These new ruck rules are also going to suit DeConing.
Yeah, bro, this guy's going to grasshop you through the air.
Yes, where do you want it?
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So.
St Kilda, I think, are looking pretty good.
They are looking very good.
But we are in the off-season, so we're not going to jump to too many conclusions.
No, we've got to do... Yeah, fair enough.
Why'd you say that?
Because, I think Carlton are going to finish first or second after the preseason. But before the preseason games, I was like, we're not playing finals. So. Delusion sticks.
They did lose a bit of experience over the off-season. So their former captain, Jack Steele, left or got traded to Melbourne.
Yes.
Which I think was great for Melbourne, to be honest, but not so great for St Kilda. Zach Jones
delisted, I believe.
As well.
And Zane Cordy also.
And Zane Cordy as well.
So a bit of depth gone.
And now there was one player that they toyed with during the off season.
They did our boy dirty.
They sure did. Lee Kalia, they had all the hopes and all the whatever you want to call it. They rolled out the red carpet. They damn near had him carried on their shoulders into the club, and then they pulled out last minute. My question to you is, how much better could Lee Kalia have made that St Kilda defense?
Absolutely, he would have shored that defense up. I mean, I suspect that Caminiti is going to go down back.
Yep.
And I sort of read a couple of things on the mongrel punt that indicated that to be the case. So maybe they've got a plan for Caminiti. I suspect it was a salary cap issue with Lee Kalia. I don't think they planned on bringing in Liam Ryan, and maybe they were surprised they
one of their recruits.
Yeah, Sam Flanders. So that's what it came down to.
Yeah.
They just thought maybe, look, Lee Kalia's prime position is one we can cover.
Yeah.
And probably not sort of stretch the salary cap too
much.
Absolutely. So, I'm not really. Yeah, I guess that's my thoughts. I guess they've got 2 questions here. The first one is, how good can Nazaya be?
I think All Australian, best and fairest. I think he'll poll pretty well in the Brownlow.
After the controversy last year, the umpires won't forget him.
Well, I just want to quickly mention I quickly want to talk about that umpires and the Brownlow whole thing.
Okay.
So the AFL has come out, I think, last week and said that they're allowing the umpires to see 16 different categories of stats after every game before they cast their votes in. Now, had they, for some magical reason, not seen what Messiah did on the ground last year in that game against Melbourne, moving forward from this year onwards, now that they're going to see the stats, not only is that haze of whatever player they thought was great, playing well on the ground, going to be in their head, but they're also going to see the numbers.
Yes.
So they can actually cast reasonable votes.
You would hope so. That's what you would hope.
I've had a lot of criticism for the umpires.
That's what you would hope.
So that was just a quick little thing that the AFL has introduced amongst its 5,200 different rule changes and
that's what you
introductions and removals from the game.
No other game goes through as many changes as ours.
Tell me about it. So yeah, they included that. So I think Messiah's ceiling, there is no ceiling for Messiah, to be completely honest with you. I think he's going to have an amazing season.
Yeah.
Based off that practice match that they played the other day against Melbourne. He had 28 and kicked... Essendon. He had 28 and kicked 4, which is...
absolutely dominated.
It's a 3-vote game.
And on St Kilda, second question. Where do they wrap up?
St Kilda, I think they'll finish 7th.
7th?
I think they'll finish just inside the top 8.
I'm going to say they're going to finish 15th.
All of their... 15th?
All of their recruits are going to flop.
All of them. Okay, you say that because of the coding and Silvani.
I think St Kilda are going to finish 15th.
15th?
They're going to finish 15th.
That is
There's
crazy.
teams that rise, the teams that fall. St Kilda's going to be those that fall. And we're going to laugh and say, ha ha ha, you got all these recruits.
We did talk a whole lot of shit about St Kilda last
year. St Kilda will finish.
Everybody came for us on TikTok. Okay, St Kilda finishing 15th according to Bill, and they're finishing 7th. Almost half of what Nabil thinks on a ladder position. So those are a couple of teams that we really wanted to talk about. Now there's a couple of other teams that people are like, you guys didn't talk about them. The reason why we did talk about those teams is because we actually don't think they're going to compete. I'll be honest. I'll just genuinely be honest. Like we're going to, genuinely, Essendon, Melbourne. There was a couple more teams. Richmond,
North.
So realistically, we think Richmond, North, West Coast. All those guys are going to finish in the bottom. Essendon, bottom 5. I think those will be the bottom 5 teams.
That is sad.
I think you'll agree with me on that.
100%.
The only other team is Port and Melbourne.
No, they're both going to be finished bottom 5 teams.
There you go. And Zach Butters, we'll see you next year. But yeah, that's what we think the season is going to look like for most of these teams. Now, before we kind of wrap up today, we wanted to talk about a couple of things. Now, the first of them is we've kind of been doing this for the last couple of years, and it's been more of a casual thing. But this year, you kind of wanted to see what people were thinking. So it was the hot takes for the season. Yeah,
so we've just collated hot takes. Shout out to everyone who responded to our story.
Yep.
And answered our Q&A on their hot takes.
Yep.
And then we also did our own research internally, asked our boys for their hot takes.
A couple of mates and friends we
put them together. So we're going to do this real quick fire.
Okay.
I guess...
The first hot take I see on there is the biggest load of shit I have seen on my screen in a very long time.
There's 2 people said that.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. 2 delusional ass people.
Carlton to win the flag.
Absolutely not. Don't even start with that rubbish.
No chance.
Carlton are... We're yet to see if they're going to be able to compete.
They could be a bottom 5 team.
Exactly my point. So
they could be a top 5
the
team.
delusional guys, and I hope you're not one of those.
I think I was one of those people.
The people that said Carlton are going to win the premiership, forget it, brother.
I think there's some chance.
Wake up from sleep.
There's some chance.
Good morning. The sun has risen.
There's some chance. It's the start of the season.
Carlton to win a flag.
The next one. Do you want to read the next one?
Harry Mackay wins the Coleman. I think that's a possibility.
It's not that great.
I mean, he won a Coleman a couple of weeks ago. So if the delivery from Mr. Jagger Smith is, I got the moves like Jagger is good, and he can deliver that ball into
I don't know.
Mackay.
Those first 2 takes tells me Carlton could win a flag.
Those first 2 takes tell me that there's too many delusional people that we know. You being one of them.
The next one. I like the next one a lot. Giant Newcomb Brownlow. I like this one. He's just one captain.
I'll ask you. What do you think about that?
I think he's a top 10 Brownlow. I don't know if he can win it.
Yeah,
he'll win top 10.
I can't disagree with that.
I don't know if he lacks the flair.
I think he lacks the flair. I think he almost lacks the consistency.
I guess he's from Hawthorn. There won't be too many players that will take votes off him.
Well, Will Day's injured.
Yeah.
The rest of that midfield, I don't see anybody. Like, they're a good midfield group. I don't think individually they'll be able to do so. Yeah, you're right. John Newcomb could potentially win a Brownlow, but I reckon he'll come in the top 10. I agree with that. One of the reasons why we didn't talk about that. This hot take is Port will finish 16th from a Port supporter.
Yeah, and I agree. I
don't disagree too. Somewhere down the bottom of the ladder, I agree.
They struggled last year, different reasons. They'll struggle again this year.
Now that we're talking all this shit, watch them come out and finish in the top 4. Port somehow, new coach, new system, there's a lot of new things. So yeah, I think they're in very much a rebuild phase. You're right about that.
This is my favourite take.
Shout out.
No, it's not your take. It's not your take. This take belongs to a good friend of the show.
Interesting.
His name is Moe, as far as I
can say. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good friend of the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With us off camera as well.
Absolutely.
And this is his take, and I'm a big fan of it. Brisbane won't win this year, but they will win next year, like what Richmond did. Fantastic take.
I think that is very much a possibility. Yeah. Very much true.
All for it.
So, in reference, Richmond was supposed to make the 2018 grand final winner because they were the most dominant team of that year, and they'd won the grand final the year before, the premiership the year before that. They didn't.
Yep.
And they went ahead and won 19 and 20 after that. Now, I think Brisbane are going to do that in reverse. So, Richmond won 17, missed out 18, won 19 and 20. Brisbane have won 24 and 25. They're going to miss out this year.
And they'll
win 27. That is, I'm assuming, what the hot take is.
Yeah, they won't win this year, but they'll win next year.
Okay.
That's a dynasty.
This is another. Which Ronald McDonald person put this on
read it.
North Melbourne will make a prelim.
That is absolutely...
Brother, North Melbourne can't spell prelim, okay? They are not definitely making a prelim. I don't know which delusional person put that up.
That's too high for them to look up that ladder. So stick to the bottom.
I don't think they have the tools. No. You don't have the facilities for that.
No.
I don't think they are able to make the damn
place. Yeah,
brother. There's no impossible.
Bottom 4 North Melbourne.
Absolutely.
That's where you belong.
You know what? This one sounds a little more realistic.
Ridiculous.
This one sounds
a rubbish take.
From the first take that you read today, this one makes more sense. Carlton will finish in the bottom 2.
That's rubbish. Rubbish take.
I want the people to answer this question for us. Out of Carlton are going to win the flag and Carlton are going to finish bottom 2, which one sounds more realistic? Please. I want the comments and the people
I don't care. Flag blue. So this is rubbish take. Who wrote this, man? We didn't cancel it. Oh, we don't do that. But
Carlton to finish bottom 2 sounds a lot more realistic.
I think it may have been me.
How are you picking them to win the flag and finish bottom 2, brother? Pick one.
I think it was one. It was before the practice matches.
It was okay.
Before when Wittering got practice matches.
Fair enough.
The next one.
Collingwood are going to finish outside the top 8.
That's a reasonable take.
You know what? As much as I'd hate to admit it possibly is a reasonable take. It could happen. Yeah. It could happen. It could not happen.
Yeah.
I agree.
Fair take.
If they finish outside the top 8, where do you think they'll finish?
10th, 11th.
So we'll make
finals. And the worst part is you guys are going to cause havoc in finals. But yeah,
I'm glad that's how people feel about Collingwood in finals.
You don't want to play Collingwood in a final. Whoever's 7th, they don't want to play you guys.
Well, yeah, whoever's 8th and 7th, you guys better be very worried. You're right.
Bulldogs.
Another delusional ass. I'm sick of these people, bro.
Yeah, this is
the Bulldogs too.
Rubbish. They don't win the flag with their backline.
With their nodding. A great sporting manager once said, attacks win you games, defenses win you titles or premierships.
Yeah.
And with the lack of defense that the Bulldogs have, they're winning shit.
They're winning shit, bro.
I agree. The next one.
A black player to win the Brownlow. Now I've listed a handful.
Okay.
We've got Tuke Miller first up.
Yep.
I've got Nazaya.
Yep.
Got Isaac Quaynor.
I don't know why.
CJ and Frederick. They'll just put in a handful for discussion.
I think Nazaya. I think Nazaya.
I want to say Tuke Miller. I really want Tuke Miller to win a Brownlow.
It's just with the midfield that he has around him, I don't know how possible it is. Even Nazaya now, Windhager's not a bad midfielder. Jack Sinclair's running through that midfield. Flanders now is at St Kilda, so they have a pretty solid. Jack McRae, So they have a pretty solid midfield. So I don't know, how much, But if we were to pick one each, like you said, Touk Miller
I'm
and
going to
Messiah.
Quaynor?
Nah. If he was a midfielder, sure, but I
want
don't
him
think...
to play more midfield time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the last couple is... I think this is my one, actually, now that we mention it. Geelong and Collingwood to finish outside the top 4.
That's a good take. I'll pay that. That's a really, really good take. Yeah.
I think that's very much a possibility. I think both aging lists,
Mm.
both still able to compete, but not to the caliber they were able to a couple of years ago. Both recent premiers as well in the last 3-4 years. So, yeah, not bad. Richmond to finish higher than Carlton, Essendon.
That's not a bad take. We could flop this season.
Whoever
Essendon has flopped, and Richmond are all the way up.
On top of Essendon,
yeah, I can see them doing it in front of. Yeah, maybe.
I think maybe not Carlton.
Yeah, depends which Carlton show up this year.
Yeah, you're definitely right. So yeah, Richmond to finish higher than Essendon sounds a bit wild, but very much a possibility. And the last one is Sydney to make the grand final and Charlie Kerner to win the comp.
It's a possibility.
I think that's very much a.
It's not even a hot take. That's a good take.
Yeah, I think it's a prediction, honestly. I don't even think that's a hot take, to be honest. But yeah, I think those were most, if not all, the hot takes we got, and we gathered from all of our mates.
No, that's good. Good takes.
Some wild shit in there. I'll be honest with you.
Which one's your favourite? Pick a team.
My favourite, honestly, I think Richmond to finish on top of Carlton. I'll be honest with you.
I'm
not hating.
You're a hater of the Carlton Football Club.
I said Carlton and Essendon. I did not say Carlton alone. But since you did mentioning it, yes, Carlton as well. The hell?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think Richmond will finish on top of... that's my favourite one, to be honest. Yours?
I think Jay Newcomb for the Brownlow. I think it's not a bad shout. It's a bit of a smoky.
Fair enough.
And if he has a good year, who knows what could happen. So that's my... Yeah.
Fair enough. A couple of quick-fire questions before we wrap up today. Who are your bottom 4 teams?
Off the cuff. Start with West Coast to finish 18th.
They don't have to be in order if you don't want them.
Try and do it.
Okay, in order.
West Coast, Richmond, Essendon, and Port Adelaide. And North will sort of be just outside the bottom 4.
Okay, interesting. Top 4 teams.
Top 4. Carlton. I'm kidding.
Get the hell out of here, bro.
Sydney, Geelong, Gold Coast, and
surely Brisbane. Okay.
You?
My top 4.
Just top 4.
Sydney, Hawthorn.
Okay.
Brisbane, Gold Coast.
Fair enough. You want to do your bottom 4 or?
Yeah, my bottom 4 is going to be very similar to yours. My bottom 4 would be West Coast, North, Essendon, Melbourne.
Okay.
That will be my bottom 4. I think Richmond will finish outside the bottom 4, and I think Port won't sink as far down as the bottom 4. Brownlow medalist.
Brownlow medals. Jaggers 5th.
Guys, please.
Enough. Brownlow medalist, I think, will be the Bont. He'll win his first Brownlow.
Bont. I actually hope he does, to be honest. Yeah. He deserves it at this point.
And if it's not the Bont, it'll be Nick Dacos.
Fantastic. My answer is Nick
Dacos. No, fair enough.
Coleman Medal.
Charlie Koto.
Okay, we're in agreement with that one.
Yeah.
I think we're in agreement with that one. Yeah. I think we'll wrap it up here.
And
Premiers. Oh, I think Sydney might break their curse finally.
I agree. I hate to admit it. But
can you imagine on the last Saturday of September, number 35, Charlie Curnow? Can you imagine that shit? I would be fuming if I was a Carlton supporter. I would be proper fuming if I was a Carlton supporter if that happened. But yeah, I think we both agree that Sydney might win the premiership this year.
So we've said Sydney to win the premiership, Charlie Curnow to win.
And that was one of the hot takes, or not even a hot take, to be honest, but it was a take. Yeah, I think that will happen. And I think that's it for this week.
And we're about to start the season next week.
Absolutely. So opening round is later on this week now,
yes.
Or once the new week starts. So
when we're back,
yes, sir. It's going to be
footy.
Absolutely. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind everybody of something.
Tell me.
Footy tipping comp.
Yes.
You've been telling me the whole week.
Yes.
Let's not forget about this one. Our footy tipping comp is well and truly set up and ready to go. We have a fair amount of people in there now. We want to add more people to it. We want everybody to jump in and join.
Yes.
On that note as well, it also does it for the last preseason episode.
It does.
So as always, a big shout out and a big thank you to everybody.
Thank you for like, share, subscribe.
You heard the man.
Run the numbers up.
Absolutely. And we're excited for this season to get underway, Nabil.
I think everybody else is excited for this season
to get underway. We're ready to get out of here.
We are.
So take care, everybody. We'll see you guys after the opening round.
Ciao.
Ciao.